Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We are back with a Standard Mythic Rank Best of 1 with a new deck. It's Mono Green, something that I have not got to play with and haven't even seen much of in the current queue. Is it good? Can it compete with the current decks? Well, we're going to find out within today's video. We'll also break down the deck list, talk about the strategies and the synergies held within the build, demonstrating this within our gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and of course our pack opening. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video to help support the channel, and enjoy the deck. All right, Cooliulios, you can also become a YouTube member for access to the exclusive goodies. 60 card standard, best of 1, 2.8 average mana value, 32 creatures, 4 non-creatures, 24 Lizans. All right, so we've got a couple new cards in the deck that are phenomenal. First and foremost, it's Nissa Ascended Animist for 7 mana, but you can cast it for 5 and 2 Phyrexian greens. 7 starting loyalty with the completed, of course, for each Phyrexian mana you use. It will reduce the loyalty by 2. And you will also lose 2 life, which is a Phyrexian life mana thing. You guys know this. So, +1, creating an XX green horror token, where X is the loyalty of Nissa. Woof. So that's a fatty every turn. -1, destroying target artifact or enchantment. It's just so good. And then -7, until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each force you control and gain trample. That's going to win you the game. All right, so whether or not we need to be acting defensively by destroying artifacts or enchantments, or we're ready to take an offensive stature with the Phyrexian tokens, it's all good. And then taking the Omega Strike, if you will, with that -7, it's a lot of fun. Other new cards include the Evolving Adaptive for 1. It enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it, and it gets +1/+1 for each oil counter that it has. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness then the adaptive, put an oil counter on it. The Armored Scrap Gorger, which is going to have 3 toughness, which would push up the adaptive, for 2 mana, gets +3/+0 as long as it has 3 or more oil counters on it. We can pay 0, LOL, to tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Pay -1, if you will. Whenever it becomes tapped, you get to exile a card from a graveyard and then put an oil counter on it if you did so, which is pretty cool. So, it's a mana dork that becomes a formidable creature once it's 3/3, and we are proliferating within the deck, so it's not really hard to accomplish. With the Bloated Contaminator for 3, it's a 4/4 with trample and toxic. Whenever it deals damage to a player, proliferate. So they're going to get an additional toxic counter, and of course, you'll get to stack additional oil counters, as well as +1/+1 counters, which we have in the deck, as well as loyalty counters for Nissa. Some of those +1/+1 counters that we'll be stacking come in the form of the Simian Simulacrum. 3 mana, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature that you control. The Curion Beast Caller for 2, it's a 2/2, and whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on the caller. When it dies, distribute those counters among any number of creatures that you control. Galligrators for 2 and 1/1 with Alliance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, choose one that's not been chosen this turn, putting a +1/+1 counter on the Gala, creating a tapped treasure, gaining 2 life. We also have the Defiler of Vigor for 5 as a 6/6 with trample. And as an additional cost to cast green permanent spells, you may pay 2 life. Those spells will cost 1 green source less to cast if life was paid this way. This effect reduces only the amount of green mana that you would pay. Whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Ayo River! And then, of course, Kodama of the West Tree for 3 is a 3/3 with reach, and modified creatures you control have trample. That includes oil counters. That includes +1/+1/+1 counters. +1/+1/+1 counters. Yes, well, that's how many we'll be putting on, And, of course, whenever a modified creature you control deals damage to a player, search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. That's going to really help us ramp out quickly. Free casting, taking card advantage through the Augur of Autumn for 3 mana, 2/3. And you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands from the top of your library. If you have Coven, which is 3 different powered creatures, you can actually cast creature spells off the top of your library as well, which is a lot of fun, giving you that virtual advantage. We have a Mirix, which will allow you to trigger Gala Graders on your opponent's turn, giving you a 1/1 Toxic Might that can't block. We have Endures for enchantment, artifact, and land control as well. Tamail's Safekeeping for protection, 1 mana, instant speed. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. With that life gain like we talked about, right? So life gain through Safekeeping, Gala Graders, losing life through the Defiler's ability, free casting with the Augur, and just, you know, collecting +1/+1 counters, oil counters, proliferating all of those for big damage output, and of course the beloved Planeswalker, which is new to the fray, and, you know, that ultimate ability is absolutely ridiculous in a mono green deck. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support. You can also become a YouTube member. Now let's see just how well this deck can perform in the meta, if at all. Alright, we go first. Keep 7. Wild's out. I guess Gala out since we're not ramping into anything. Hit for 1 like a champion. Jund deck incoming. The Mutt. Drawing and discarding. Oh, Atarax. That's awesome. So we're going to take care of that immediately. Push up the team. No attacks till hopefully next turn if we get a creature. It's looking like a lot of land though. The Blitz Automaton. Cool. I guess we could hold the phone and just do it if they target it. Interesting. It's a cool looking deck, let's be honest. Yep. So that's a big part of what we need to do here. Is just control the grave. Probably they have a Gix command, which is going to destroy us. Get our creature's power above 2. Gala off the top is nice. Coven active. Treasure token, why not? No attacks. Getting close though. It's crazy how good the Armored Scrap Gorger is. Another. Wow. This is going to get wild. Looking for a Kodama, I guess. +1 counters all around. Don't want to lose Augur to removal, so I don't want to be forced to protect against that death touch. We're fine, we're chilling. We have the advantage, we're free casting off the top every turn. We have the life gain through Gala, the free cast through the Augur off the top, and mana reduction through the Defiler, so I'm fairly pleased here. Fable. It's alright. Good card. Oh, Lord. Paying for the Defiler with the Defiler. +1 counter, +1 counter. Oil counter, which is like a +1 counter. And then we have 3, 4. Have we played a land this turn? Yes. So let's play this for 3. Three Defilers is a little much, let's be honest. That's just insane. Gain some life. Kind of mitigate what we just lost. And I'm not, well, we can actually pay this for 1. Yep. And then these will make treasures. Now our opponent somehow plays 2 whites and a farewell. No Kodama, no trample, but I think we do have a, you know, enough here to push in and still take lethal, right? All right, look at this. Curve Randy. Can we get that 3rd land to go? They're just going to dunk on this. Surprised they didn't Phoenix. Obviously, it's removal. Play with fire. Yes. It's at least nice to pull it out. Oh. If you discard a portal, I'm going to freak out. It's a mountain. Kind of a forest. After it's burned to the ground. A secondary play with fire. Cool. Kodama can stop the Phoenix attack. Thrill it out. Tossing Devilish Valet. The Barbed Battle Fist for Mirrodin creates a 3/1. Lightning Strike, Rebel Salvo. Okay, 5 damage. Oh yeah? Well, here's another. Next turn we double drop. It's very good. Skull Bomb's interesting in this deck. The draw's fine. Maybe. I might actually just take the damage. Land, Beast Caller, Augur. We get to see what's on top. There's no free casting yet. No attacks. I want to block the Devilish Valet. We may even double block here. It's a little bit of a better situation for us. And I think still waiting is going to be the best entirely. Okay. It's a good card, just not now. So Spear's fine. Just 8. We have to take that. Or we leave it because it's not going to do it again. I call your bluff, sir. Push it on Kodama. We need that one drop. Reservoir can put its counter anywhere. I literally don't care where this oil counter goes. They're gonna try it again. Watch them have 2 1-drops. This is nice because it triggers them both, right? It's both a non-creature and a creature. Acceptable. Nice blocks. I guess, you know, at a certain point, we just have to say enough's enough. And what better way to say so than with Nissa? Should the oil counters not go onto a creature? And then when the creature's to the grave, they can make the 1/1? Because this equipment's never going to go to the grave. It's always just going to sit there. So the oil counters, and it by extension, will never go to the grave, allowing you to remove, like, to pay 2 for the 1/1 there, you know? I don't understand. Just a little heads up. It's, you know, easy to make little min-max mistakes. Full price. Oh my lord. It smells of scoop. The art on this thing is terrible. We are down to 9 life. They might even just, like, damage us. Right, these are biggies. Battle Fist in the house. Poor opponent. Give me it haste. Interesting. A last-ditch effort. Creating 3 1/1s. They do not have haste. So you did that in the wrong order, right? Unless they drew that from the... I don't know. I don't think so. And it still would have been shy. Okay, we get Coven with that Gala. Alright, we're going to go first here with what is potentially the best hand we could have. If we can get that 3rd land. After that, we're fine. Hit for 2. Alright, never mind. Very cool. Let's grab an oil counter. Take their cut down. Not good. Not good at all. The crown. Interesting. I'm gonna take that. Thanks for the follow. Contaminator in play. This can dodge a cut down. They still probably cut down the armored scrap gorger. Seen that coming. Liliana sacks the Contaminator. Legend.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
So sad.
Sacrifices must
Land off the top. Thank you. Double dropping. Gala first to make the treasure, confirming our 5th drop. Building to Nissa as quick as we can. A 2nd crown. Lots of draw. Forcing and discard. Defiler? Or Nissa. Defiler or Nissa. Defiler or Nissa. No land. Gala first. Take the treasure. We're gonna have to discard Nissa anyways. Potentially here if they have a 3rd cut down. No! Okay, cool. Nissa survives. This is a win. Shadow in play. Equip the crown or push it to 3. Land on the top. We love it. Nissa in play for 5/6. Losing 2 life here. She comes in with only 3 loyalty. Or 5. Oh, yes, 5, 5, 5. Instead of 7. They're just the graphic updated before. Which is good. It's good that it does that. And, let's get swole. I mean, it's not bad. We can't attack. We do have access to our coven. Land on the top into hand. They have 4 mana. Forcing a sack with the etiquette on our planeswalker. Or just playing Shieldred on turn 4. Might be turn 5 actually. Let's draw another land. Let's get rid of that. We love it. Just getting nice and large to be in charge when we grab Trample next turn. And if you want to trade with Shelly now, I'm fine with that. So they just take 6, which makes the required damage next turn far less. No. Not today. And that's why safekeeping is so valuable. Indestructible on my Planeswalker. Now keep in mind, if the Planeswalker was to take damage, it would still remove loyalty counters, potentially resulting in its death. Right? We just say... Smash Ketchum. Oh, thank you for the emblem. Now that emblem, or it's not even an emblem, it's just until end of turn. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest. And trample, which is enough to get the damage in. Alright, our opponent is drawing. We're going first. Slow start, mulligan. A 1-drop, perfect. A 2-drop. Beautiful. Little protection. Build into our Defiler. And toss safekeeping. roll out. Adaptive in play. Gala up. The path in play, right to the mill. Not even free casting from their hand? That's outrageous. Who doesn't free cast? That's one of the best parts of the card. I just want to bash as hard as I can. If it's a mill deck, we want to race them. Oh, who's a dirty dog? Yes, you are. What are you doing, HGG? They're a dirty dog. I had to speak to them as such. Back-to-back field wipes. Bold strategy, Cotton. It's a Sultai deck as well. I've seen green enter the fray. World Conduit and Jace. Very cool. The mill deck's fantastic in Bant colors. It's really good in Sultai colors. Tamayo can actually grab Jace back from the grave too. I wonder if they grab the enchantment there. No.
Cannot delay our victory.
Let me grab this. For now, take that field wipe later too. Play that. And then Coven the Gala off the top through the Defiler. Ew, revert! Nice. They do in fact need another field wipe. Playing off the top of the library always instead of our hand. They lock down the Augur again.
Phyrexia.
Third path for another mill. We have Unearth. Retaining access to that. No, free casting. Proliferate. Go for the throat on Defiler. Cool. Not too shabby. So they're holding up mana. That's just showing that this doesn't untap. Land off the top. Beast Caller. Sure. Counterspell? Maybe. Take their path. Right, we're still on main phase. We can spend this mana. 5 is what we'll need. We have 4, 5. That's fine. So this is a +1 counter. Scrap Gorger's in play again. Another counter. Gala grabs life. Simeon is going to push up Gala. 4. Grab treasure. Smash Tamayo to 1. Nice.
You can try.
To start, hopefully there's not a secondary field wipe. We mill, get those lands out of here. Defiler on top. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. All but 2 cards are mana value 2 or less, so it would be a 3-for-1 if they had another path unkicked, shutting down our Beast Caller.
Such an imperfect form.
Bounding the third path again. More mill. It's a good deck. We made a Simic version. I guess just missing a little bit of the removal. And it's very effective. Very good deck. Alright, we lose Gala because they free cast from the grave. Free casting off the top. Taking that path. Then we're going to push the team up for life. Did we play to land this turn? I certainly hope not. Nice. And then this will get played as well. Pushing the team up, and that's going to be a good game. Woof. Alright, so there's one thing I've determined about Gala Greeters, is that they love to actually, you know, do exactly what they say. They're welcoming everyone to the party. So they need to be first, right? They gotta set up, make sure they're there before you. That's why that's always in your hand, I guess is what I mean to say. The Twin Blizzards. It's alright, you know, Boros deck, cool. No protection here on our first Gala. It is prone to removal. We do have protection on the second. Sunrise Cavalier. Big hit for 5. No blocks. Woo! Someone's hungry. Gonna grab a land. +1 counter. Thank you. Well, it's free ramp. Just get down, get dirty. It's not like we have anything to cast it on. A lot of lands here. An Aster Bearer of Blades. Houston, we have an equipment deck. This seems like a good trade. Yep. Even if there's no protection, I demand the biggest body in play. Let's push Gala to a 3 as well. And now it can block the Geist. Maybe. Hopefully. I think so. Don't you dare. Just straight up removal. Burn for not... Good for you. That's hilarious. Gala out. Take our counter. We can mess with it this turn, it's fine. Grab life as secondary. Hilarious, opponent. Really funny. You burned me. Well, it's just good content, you know? Don't you dare. Back-to-back removal spells. I like it. No attack here. They should have waited. But then they didn't want to lose Aster. It shows me they don't have anything. Oh my god, that's 7 for an organic cast. Full loyalty. Let's go. Meet my 8/8. Gaining life and +1 counters. Counters go first. We can eat their graveyard as well, which we should be doing. No attacks. And turn. Put a stop so we remember. Right, it's easy to forget. The whip. Whip it. Whip it real good. They can equip for 1. And this is a 4/4 with Double Strack. Good game, we get it. Well, we're going to make a 9/9 next turn, and then, you know, 10/10, and maybe we just minus and take the Omega Strike. Alright, our opponent is going first. We're going to keep 7 here. Playing a little slow, but it's okay. Hello. Mono blue. Can't wait. Maybe Thrun should be sideboarded. Mirix is quite nice with Gala. It's not just mono blue. There's some Simic here with the Rot Priest. Oh, well, I can't wait. Can't wait. Maybe we can race them. Counterspell? It would be cool if they used the counter that puts a +1/+1 counter on your target, and then they could have triggered the priest. Right? Oh, they're really getting it. We're in trouble, chat. They have a march, we're just dead. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double life loss. Ooh! And then they counter it anyways. Could you imagine? +1. Make the dude attack, push Nissa up. They get a poison counter. They're gonna draw here on the Drake. Giving us our first poison counter. Submit 2, some loyalty, an additional counter on them. And now you dropped an Ivy perfectly. Whoa! March it up, dude. Another Drake. This is a little obscene, isn't it? The Connive also. Hit Nissa for 5. That's tapping out quite aggressively. They're just hitting us. I am intrigued. Gain some of that life back. They have a lot of flyers, eh? Just smash. We have to race. We can Mirrux on their turn for a Gala life gain trigger. Hopefully they don't just beat us here. March for 1 billion poison counters. Maybe 1,000,000,001 maybe. Oh, so much flying. March doesn't get copied by Ivy because it targets more than one thing, but they probably have others. Oh, that's a good card. It's a lot of damage. We might just be dead. Not through poison counters, but damage. 8, 11, 14. Good game. Woo! Tybar stand with Ivy is insane! That was a good match. Very close. Okay. Let's roll out. Our opponent is playing first. We really like our hands. We're just going to build into Nissa. Have a little mayhem and destruction along the way. Gala on 2. Make a treasure. Hopefully they don't have removal. They probably do. Gala on 3 as well. Hopefully we top deck another 1-drop. It's possible. The 4th land there is nice as well. Gala in play. Thanks for the treasure. Hit for 2. No hits. It could be a resolute reinforcements. At minimum, there's 1-2 flash flying blockers. I'm just not having it, you know? 1 depopulate, please. Oh no, you don't have that. Just Path of Peril. I guess I'll take it. Sorin can draw the field wipe.
I bring order to this
Plus Adelphia. They know they need it, but they also just probably don't have the courage to lose their Planeswalker.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
I say dump into Nissa immediately. We have 5. So she comes in with 3 loyalty. We lose 4 life.
You will grow with us.
Kill Sorin or kill the Bankbuster. A little bit of both. A little bit of both, chat.
Resistance.
Right?
Your blood will be mine.
Getting rid of their draw is pretty cool, and then bringing their Sorin down a bit's not bad either. They get another, which I will absolutely dunk on. Oh, Mama Tootsies. Oh, Nissa. That was a lot of mana to remove that Bankbuster, I'll tell you what. That was a lot. 5 mana, 4 life, all to kill that Buster. That's how good it is. You gotta go in deep. +1 counters all around. Confirm the kill, even if they remove 1. So they say no thank you. I'll kill the Defiler instead, which is a good play.
Balance may never be restored now.
Bankbuster a go. A goozle. And we're about to play into a field wipe. At the very least, a Wandering Emperor. But, what else do we do? I don't think we have much of a choice. Grab some life, I suppose. Potential swing for 9. Somehow I have a feeling it's only going to hit for 4. Ta-da! Nice magic trick.
You've done it.
Imagine not removing the Gala. Yeah, okay. I thought they were going to go for the adaptive for a second.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Taking the draw. It's beautiful. Very good.
Until next time, then. Keep watch for intruders.
Alright, we got another Gala on the top, and we'll just make the situation a little bit worse for ourselves. Go gadget power creep, right? Let's just blast them. All right, down to 6. We're close. Field wiper bust. Field wiper bust. I'm gonna proliferate their announcement. Aha! One less plus 1 trigger for them before it flips, which means 1 less token. That's not funny, dude. Just stop. Why do you think that's okay to do to people? Farewell. Oh my lord. How does Mono Green beat Farewell, you ask? Oh, well, they can't. Crazy. And now we draw the land.
I'm home. Guards, to me. May your blade strike true.
Are you kidding me? Holy. Going first. Too many land, mulligan. 2-drop, 3-drop. Just need another land. One of the simians can go. Beast Caller is active, and, well, we better get lucky with that 3rd land. Just look away. That's not a creature. They're having land issues. It's a free win. No, they've got it. They're just debating us. Fourth land, and if we top deck the 5th, we have access to the Defiler. Could also Simian onto Kodama. We dodge play with fire, which is nice. Second land. Double play with fire. Nope. Taking the scry. No attack. Let's put those counters on Kodama now. Hit for 9. Double land. Should be game. They bricked a little bit. Not too bad, but more than they'd like, I'm sure. Alright, going first. Let's keep 7. Turn 2 Gala. Turn 3 Augur. Well, maybe turn 3 Contaminator. Make the treasure. Get for 1. Next turn that gives us access to 5. Oh, they're gonna bounce my Contaminator, you dog. Good play. Just replace the treasure. No attacks yet. Magpie taking our Contaminator. And their Channeler. That's pretty good. I like that. 6 mana if we want to take it. This is our Coven. We played a land. Smash for 8. Alright, so get our Contaminator back, but then they're just going to rebounce it. That triggers Gala again. Gets a +1/+1. Inspiring Overseer. Cool. I like that card a lot. Play from the top. Take their graveyard. Hopefully there's not a field wipe here. And, yeah. I mean, that's good enough for me. We probably trade with the Channeler, but whatever. Farewell. Why wouldn't it be, right? It's expected at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yep, absolutely. Another Inspiring Overseer. Not bad, not bad. Another Channeler. That's pretty cool. It's like they've only played 2 cards. Oh, and Magpie. Okay, so let's tap for green. Take you. Tap for green here as well. Take you. And then we need this for Coven. And then we're paying with life. Here's the land. Oh, 2 lands. Bummer. Contaminator out for 2. And then we can just play this organically for 2. Pushing up the team. That's going to be 15 damage if left unblocked. Not too shabby.
Try to best me.
Wow.
If you can. Kneel before the Emperor of Kamigawa.
They choose our 0/3 or whatever, 3/6. Wow, but we still power up, which is good. You're wild. You've gone wild. That's absurd, hey? This can make a blocker every single turn. Only one can attack it. keep eating their grave. We can make the might if they wipe, and then Simeon unearth beside it. Not gonna be enough, but... Oh, wow. Hi, Mommy. Don't you dare. Ouch.
I bought us some time.
Bully for you. It's not good. It's very bad, in fact. God damn it. Good for you. Mono Green, you've been a letdown. I'll tell you what. It feels like Mono Red, but worse. Bouncing the token, and then drawing a card, Legend. Four damage with Vigilance, cool. Exiling the Channeler. It's a good deck.
I'll handle this one.
Alrighty then. The mean machine is not so mean, you know? The first worry I had when beginning to build this deck was, well, the Phyrexian Obliterator is ridiculous. Well, we don't really see that a lot, which is a saving grace here. However, what we do see is a lot of field wipes, which sometimes we can recover from. Ideas on how to mitigate this and make the deck stronger in a second. As well as, you know, that Farewell, which is a field wipe also. So, you know, thoughts and considerations. The Cranker Boom, you know, just for more consistency, whether we want to proliferate, whether we want to destroy artifacts or enchantments, because that is a little minimized in the deck. It's really just Nissa taking care of that. And lots of times we want to be plussing with Nissa. Teaching, more graveyard control. We can distribute +1/+1 counters, which is really nice. The Vorak, grabbing land. Sometimes, you know, it sucks to brick out and the proliferate here, and it's a decent body. The Caretaker, kind of like the Defiler, puts +1/+1 counters. But most importantly, now this is what I really wanted to mention, was the Rex. If we do get hit with a field wipe, the Rex can just, you know, probably get in nearly for lethal. So the next edition of this deck will be running 4 copies of the Rex, just because of how prevalent the Doomsguard, the to populate, and the Farewells were. Even the Path of Peril is making the rounds right now, so there's a ton of field control, and I do think that the deck is fine, but we need some quick attacks. The Oddity is an example as well that we could run, maybe 2 of each even, and then if they do wipe, we can continue to get in quick damage before they can regroup. And draw a bunch of single target control cards as we're top decking, right? So we need something that if we do top deck, it can still give us the win. And this is that. So cheers. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any, you know, cards that you'd like to see in this deck as well, don't hold back. ways to improve it, let us know in the comments below. And let's tear open this Phyrexia. All will be one pack. Oh, yeah, right down the side. Get rid of that. I love the art cards. They're fantastic. Here we are. Right? Look at that. That is crazy. It's too good. It's too good. And then going through this as fast as we can. It's a little harder to go through them this way, to be honest. So full art island. Charge of the Mites. Crawling Chorus. The Slinger. Jawbone Duelist. Double Toxic with the Death Touch is crazy. This is cool as well. The Necrogen Communion. We got killed on turn 3 with those 2 cards, believe it or not. The Rot Priest. The Mire. An Alt Art Fisher. Not too shabby. We have an Alt Art Scamp. And big money, no whammies. That's a Kaya Intangible Slayer. I like it. That's our second Planeswalker of the build. We had the Wanderer as well, which is cool. Nice to meet you, Kaya. And then finally, a holographic Swooping Lookout and a token. Not too shabby. Taking Kaya home. Do not mind. And what a fantastic Planeswalker. A little expensive, but the +2 with Hexproof, it's crazy. So you got to be attacking that to kill it. Or non-targeted, which the etiquette exists just for that, I'm sure. But it's a really cool card nonetheless. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know, the regular. And we'll see you soon in the next.